Hey, 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 what's up, guys? It's Mandy. Happy Thursday. I'm going to give everyone a chance to tune in really quick. I am excited to share with you guys all about non-toxic products that I recommend. Yay, happy Thursday. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Once you tune in, do me a favor, comment below, say hi. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Tell everybody else hello. And just feel my love and appreciation for everyone who is on the live video tonight. I'm super excited to share with y'all. Hey, Amberlock. Hey, Amy. How are you, beauty? So I am getting over my little congestion and stuff I had going on. I actually went to the gym today and I had an amazing workout and it felt so good. So I'm happy to be back into my working out. Hey, Amber, how are you, sister? So if anyone has any questions, just feel free to post them below. But once again, we're going to be talking about non-toxic recommendations for products, right? We all require using products, and unfortunately there is a whole list of toxic ingredients and chemicals and things like that that is in most of the products that we use. And I would like to caution you that within about 12 seconds, anything that you put onto your skin actually gets absorbed into your bloodstream and is therefore in your body. So, you know, there's really no separation. You know, it's not like we can just put it on and it stays on the outside of our skin. It actually does absorb into our bloodstream. So we require being cautious about what it is we're putting onto our body. And I always like to say, you know, if you wouldn't eat it, then chances are you shouldn't put it on your skin. So I'm pretty basic with a lot of the stuff that I do, and I'm going to share that with you guys, but I have a couple other things that I use as well. I make a lot of my own products and stuff, but I know that's not always ideal for some people, and potentially they don't want to do that. So I'm going to give you guys a couple different options on that. So a little bit about me is my name is Mandy Fonville. I'm a holistic lifestyle, fitness, and nutrition coach. Super excited and passionate about sharing with other people the good news of health and wellness and how to transform your life. And it's just something that I've been passionate about. This has really been my lifestyle for about 4 years now. I've also been a personal trainer since 2005. I have a yoga certification and I have a certification in advanced food healing. So I'm super passionate about fitness and nutrition. And then most importantly too, just sharing with people that you can actually heal your body with real whole foods. So supporting people and getting off medications and stuff as well. I also have an online program where I work with a lot of females mainly, but I support men as well. So I never discriminate, and I'm always about, you know, preaching the good news and sharing all the truth bombs and the health bombs. So if you choose to do so and it resonates with you, do me a favor and share this video on your timeline, because everyone here, human being walking the earth, obviously requires using products like, you know, toothpaste and deodorant and things like that. So if you choose, feel free to share this on your timeline. And Amy, thank you so much for sharing, my sister. So yeah, that was a little bit about me. And the disclaimer is none of this is meant to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any type of disease. And it is not FDA approved. And I am not a doctor. So be sure and talk to your doctor if you have any questions about anything specific. I just want to go ahead and put that out there right now. So, so if anyone has any questions, feel free to comment below. And I want to also mention about an app that you can put on your phone. It is called EWG Healthy Living. And all you require doing is going to your app store and searching for Environmental Working Group. Or you can type in EWG. Typically, I mean, it should pop up. They're pretty big and well known. So they have an app that you can put on your phone, and you can actually use that app. You would open it up, and if you're at the store, you can use that app. You can scan the barcode. Let's just say, for instance, I'm going to talk about this this lotion. You can scan the actual barcode on the product, and then EWG will actually give it a rating, okay? Because even though it's natural product, sometimes it still can have potential for being harmful for the body. So if you scan the code, it will actually tell you, like on a scale, and it has color coding as well, like green being the best. So it'll tell you how low the risk, actually it's the cancer risk, like how low the risk is for that specific product. So once again, that's called EWG Healthy Living is the name of the app. The company's called Environmental Working Group. So you can also check out their website if you choose. But that's a really great tool to have on your phone. And in fact, when I lived in Houston, a lot of times if I'd go to Whole Foods or Sprouts or somewhere, I would literally pull out my phone and I would start scanning stuff because I would just be curious, like what was the best stuff. And that's actually how I found a lot of the things that I use, because I would know for sure based on the research they've done that these products were safe for me. So, hey, Kim, thanks for tuning in. And hey, Jay Howard, Texas Tech, guns up. Yeah, I'll pretend like I didn't see that. I'm just kidding. It's all good. So thanks for tuning in, you guys. Film 11 Appreciation. Once again, if you choose to share this video, do so. And if anyone who is tuning in that is a newbie and maybe you potentially never been on my live videos before, be sure and sign up for my notifications. There is a button somewhere on the video that you're watching. You should be able to click that, and that will ensure that anytime I go live that you actually get a notification so that you know that I'm on and that you can tune in. So, hey, Charity, how are you, beauty? Thanks for tuning in. Hey, what's up, Adrian? So, like I said, I'm almost over all this, like, phlegm and stuff I have going on, which is good. And I got my workout in today, which was phenomenal. So, I apologize if I start coughing. I do have my organic cough drops back there in the background on hand. Hi, Lorena. How are you, sister? Long time no see. And hey, Jimmy, thanks for tuning in. Hey, Michelle Baxter. So, Film 11 Appreciation, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started because I kind of have a little bit of a long list. So, one of the most important things I first want to point out that both men and women use is deodorant. Okay, we require deodorant or use deodorant. Not everybody wears deodorant. I mean, there's times that I don't put deodorant on because depending on where you're at and your level of toxicity and cleansing, you may or may not require deodorant in terms of having a smell. And then obviously when we sweat and stuff, that's a way for our body to release toxins. So sometimes if your body odor is really, you know, what's the word? Like there's a stench, you know, it doesn't smell good. Then you also know that your body is detoxing. So sometimes it can be an indication of either good or bad, just depending on kind of where you're at. So we're going to talk about deodorant first. And I want to point out too that, let's see, I have some notes right here. The number one thing in most of the deodorants that's the most harmful for our health is actually aluminum. And they actually have done research where they have linked the aluminum in deodorant as causing, of course, breast cancer, different types of estrogen-based cancers, as well as Alzheimer's and dementia and things like that. Parkinson's disease, I believe, is another one. So anything going on mentally, they have found that link to aluminum. And one of the biggest sources of aluminum typically is the deodorant that people put under their arms. Also, I'd like to remind you that we do have lymph nodes here in our armpits. Our lymph nodes are really important to support our body in detoxifying. So if we're putting deodorant there that has aluminum and all these chemicals, and they mimic estrogen, and the aluminum in the deodorant actually plugs up your sweat pore. So the parabens, the aluminum, things like that. Of course, there's chemicals as well as the what was I'm thinking of? The scent, right? So sometimes if you read like the ingredients, it'll say something as far as like GB3 or whatever it is, right? So it has all these numbers that like color something, which all these are chemicals, obviously. And then as well as whatever they're using to scent the deodorant with, right? I mean, some of that stuff, what's that brand? That Irish Spring. I mean, some of these like soaps, these companies that have soaps and deodorants and stuff, I mean, it's like, holy cow, wow. Like you smell that stuff and it like blows you away. So if it smells that strongly, just imagine like all the junk that's in there. So I'm going to tell you about one deodorant. First of all, I'm going to tell you that there is an option of making your own deodorant, and it is fun and easy. You just require some ingredients to mix that together, but I know that's not ideal for everyone, and that is normally what I do. But recently when I was in Florida, I had a friend of mine, well, we're friends now. She's super sweet. Her name's Tiffany. She reached out to me because she sees that I'm a holistic lifestyle coach and all the stuff that I promote. And so she says, hey, you know, I make deodorant, and she asked me if I was interested. So she sent me some to try it, and it really is phenomenal. So now I've kind of put making my own deodorant on the back burner, and I've been using her deodorant for probably like the last 2 months or so, and it works great. Like it just works great. So I'm going to show you that really quick. It's just the basic little bottle here. Her company is called Desert Rose Cosmetics, and it smells wonderful. So she actually does like comparable to what I was doing when I was making my deodorant and stuff before. But now she does it, and she sends it to me, you know, or obviously we can invest in it. You guys can invest in it, and it's so fun and easy. It's already done for you, and it's completely safe. It's all natural ingredients. So what I'll do is after I finish this live video, I'll post a link to her website, and also I will post her name and tag her in it because she is willing to give my followers a special pricing on this deodorant if you guys are interested. And she has this batch that she made with some different essential oils, and then also one that she just came out with recently. So it's both for men and women, and it smells great. And it has the different ingredients like shea butter, coconut oil. It's a probiotic deodorant as well. So, you know, probiotic meaning like bacteria, because we have bacteria and fungi and things like that that live on our skin. So when there's a natural balance of those things, then everything's working well. So once again, the way that she requires for my followers, my special peoples that watch this video and stuff, to contact her would be just click on her name and send her a private Facebook message. That's the way that she chooses for you guys, so she can give you a special discount. So once again, I'm going to be posting, it's called Desert Rose Cosmetics. I'll post like a link to her website, and then I will also post her name. Her name's Tiffany Blair. She's super duper sweet. She actually did my program too not too long ago and got some really amazing results. So I will post that, and then you can click on her name. You can chat with her on Facebook Messenger. Be sure you let her know that you saw my video and you saw my recommendations of her product or whatever, and then she'll give you guys a special pricing or special discount, which will be awesome. So it's really good. I wanted to make sure I talked about that number one, just in case people don't stay on the video the whole time. That's one of the biggest things. And if you choose to make your own deodorant, like I said, it really is fun and easy. And I typically would do this in the past, but now I've found hers, which works great, is you would just take coconut oil, baking soda, which the baking soda I always recommend is the Bob's Red Mill, and the coconut oil is this one right here. I talk about this quite a bit. But you would take coconut oil, baking soda, arrowroot powder, and any kind of essential oils that you choose to use. And you would mix all that stuff together. I actually have the recipe in, I believe it's phase 3 or phase 4 of my program, where I support people in making their own products, because I'm super passionate about this whole lifestyle in general. And it really is important. Like, products is one of the key things that we require being aware of, that there is a lot of chemicals and stuff like that in a lot of the products. So I will put this information below the video on how to make the deodorant, as far as the recommendations of the amounts, right? Like how many tablespoons, etc. But it's really easy. It's coconut oil, baking soda, as I just showed you, arrowroot powder, which I don't have any because I'm out, and plus she sent me her deodorant, so I haven't been making the deodorant since before when I was in Florida, and essential oils. And some of the essential oils that smell really good would be anything like citrus or lavender or something like that. So just find what works for you. And I'll be putting that recipe below here, or just contact Tiffany and check with her on the special pricing that she's willing to give my followers for her deodorant. And it's awesome. It really is awesome. So I'm happy that she reached out to me. One less thing for me to do. So next we're going to talk about toothpaste. Now on the toothpaste, I do make my own toothpaste, and it really is fun and easy. And what's really cool about that is you don't require any specific recipe. And I do suggest that you don't make a whole lot, because it is with all, natural, real ingredients. So about every 7 days or so, I make a new batch of my toothpaste. So I use like a little container that's, about that big, whatever works for you. You can use like a little Tupperware container, or you can use a little glass jar with a lid, whatever works best for you. But with that, you're just going to combine, this is the actual coconut oil that I use. You're going to combine the coconut oil with the Bob's Red Mill baking soda, and then you're just going to stir it up to where it makes like a paste, and then you can add a couple drops of your essential oils. Like, for instance, sometimes I'll make it with lemon, sometimes I'll make it with Thieves, which is, these are Young Living oils. Thieves has more of like a peppermint, cancel. It has more of like a cinnamony, spicy type taste. And then peppermint, that's always a good one. So these are the 3 main ones that I use when it comes to my stuff that I put in my mouth, because I'm going to talk about mouthwash in a second. So I actually love Young Living oils. I've been using these for several years, and I will put my member number in the comments below. If you guys are interested in checking out Young Living oils, you can just go to, you would click on that. Of course, you come up to the page, and my member number is there, and you can order however you choose. If you choose to sign up wholesale and get on board with promoting Young Living oils, or if you just choose to do it retail, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not a big pusher of anything, as you see. I mean, even my own programs, I'm not trying to push anything. It's just everything is real whole food. It's based on stuff you can go purchase at the grocery store, etc. So potentially, someone else who does Young Living and you choose to use theirs or whatnot. But like I said, I'll just add it in the comments in case you guys choose to get you some Young Living oils. So that's how you make the toothpaste. It's so easy. You just put it in the little container, you stir it up and make a paste, add maybe 1 or 2 drops of the essential oil, because you're only making about 7 days worth at a time, and then stir it up really nice and good. And I mentioned this on my video on Tuesday night on mouthwash. And that's another one that's really easy, right? Because mouthwash, for one, is super duper duper toxic. But even like the organic, all natural ingredient mouthwashes out there on the market, I mean, they're expensive. So like, why not make your own for pennies, right? Pennies on the dollar. So just take yourself a container, whichever container you choose to use in your bathroom, preferably probably glass. But then you're just going to take water, just your regular purified water, like just kind of water that I'm drinking right here. You're going to do water, and you're going to do a little bit of the Bob's Red Mill baking soda. And just recently, I decided to add both together, and it tasted great. I did the Thieves. I used to just do the Thieves by itself. And then one day I said, you know what, I'm going to do the peppermint. And then I was like, well, I'm just going to do both. So I put a couple drops of each of these. Wow. These two combined together with the mouthwash is really wow. And what it does is it just cleans your gums, cleans your teeth. It gives you overall like fresh breath feeling. And as you know, essential oils are really, they're potent, you know. I mean, there's a lot. Like I think they say there's like it takes like 50 lemons or something, or 50 lemon pills to make this oil right here. But anyway, point is they're very concentrated, so it doesn't take a lot. Essential oils can go a long way. They're great to put on your body, on the soles of your feet, on your forehead, the back of your neck, of course, in a diffuser, etc. You can put them everywhere. So that's what I use for mouthwash. And I didn't used to do that. And then one day I thought, you know what? I'm just going to make my own. And I just put it all together and made my own. And then I was like, oh, never again will I buy the organic, you know, expensive mouthwash. I just choose to make my own. So that is a good idea. Next, all my lady friends, all my ladies, tune in right now. And that's what I said, guys. Share this video. Please. I cannot emphasize this enough. Please, please, please share this video. It has nothing to do with me or business or anything. This has to do with the fact that we require being responsible and sharing this information with other people. Obviously, I cannot reach everybody in the world. I already have like almost max 5,000 friends on Facebook, and I was required to delete some people to add some new people that were interested in my program and they wanted to become friends with me on Facebook. So earlier, I got to go delete, you know, 4 or 5 people that I don't really personally know just to add some new people in. So these are some of the things that is going to prevent people from getting sick. So if it resonates with you, I'd really appreciate it if you would share this video on your timeline. I literally cannot stress that enough. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is really important for all the ladies is tampons. Did you know that most of the tampons out on the market now are laced with chemicals, and they are sprayed with, the cotton is actually sprayed with all kinds of pesticides. And then they take that same cotton and they put it together and they make a tampon, and someone's wearing it and unfortunately absorbing those toxins and chemicals and stuff into their body. It is so sad. And I learned about this probably, when was it? I choose to know, maybe, yeah, like beginning of 2013 is when I first found out about this. And of course, I did a whole bunch of research. So if you're questioning anything that I'm ever talking about, do your own research, right? This is for educational purposes only. But I promise you, if you go and do some research, you will see the, just Google, like toxic tampons. It will come up. Dr. Mercola is also a great resource. It's Mercola is how you pronounce his name, or you pronounce it Mercola, but that's how you spell it. So Dr. Mercola, he's actually an MD, bless his heart, you know, that he's put himself out on the line and all the stuff that he's done to promote holistic natural living. And he has a lot of wonderful information. So you can even go like find him on Facebook, you know, get on his newsletter, whatever you choose. So once again, Dr. Mercola, but I know for a fact he has a bunch of articles about tampons and the toxicity of tampons, etc. So this is the brand that I use. They're called NatureCare, and I choose to know, I mean, if you go to the store, these can be like anywhere from like $7 to $8 or so for just like 16 of these. Of course, they have all different sizes. These have the applicators. They have the ones that are small that don't have the applicators. Of course, those are a little bit cheaper, but everything that they use to make this, it's 100% cotton, totally free from perfume and chlorine, etc. So this is a very reputable company. There's another one out there too that's pretty good, but this one's way better because I do a lot of research, and I order these off of Amazon. I'll order like 4 boxes at a time. I have it in there in my bathroom, but I wasn't going to bring it. But how they normally ship it to you is there'll be like 4 of these together in a little plastic thing, and a plastic bag pretty much. And they send them to you. And so, man, once you order them from Amazon, it's maybe like $23 and you get 4 at a time, which will last you typically maybe anywhere from 4 months or longer, depending on how many you use. But it is so worth it. This is like one of the #1 things this and deodorant are like some of the number one things, especially for us ladies, that we require being very, very aware of. I mean, imagine when you're on your period or you're having your menstrual cycle or whatever every single month, that's 12 times a year. And depending on how long your cycle is, if you're wearing a toxic tampon, I mean, believe me, I used to wear those like Playtex. I can't even think of the names now. Tampax, Playtex. And I used to get the ones that were scented. I thought, ooh, they're going to smell so good. Yeah, no way ever, never, ever again. So some people are actually even against tampons because they say that I mean, obviously it is a little bit unnatural to wear a tampon. But they have those things too called the, what are they? They're like some kind of little cups that you use. I choose to remember, but there's some cups that you use. I've never done those. There's some kind of new panties or something that you can wear that I actually saw someone post about earlier. I think they're called Thinx, Thinx. First time I'd ever heard of that ever. I thought, how ironic. I plan on talking about tampons tonight, and I see this post where someone's talking about these panties that you can wear while you're on your period, and apparently they soak up the blood. I choose to know. But either way, it's really not natural to wear a tampon. It really isn't, but it's better than wearing toxic tampons. So that's why I'm promoting, this to you ladies. So give me some thumbs up and some hearts, ladies. This really should be like a big deal for y'all, and yeah, and if you choose to try the little cup or potentially the little panties or whatever, yes, Diva Cup. Thank you so much, Anne. Anne seriously almost called it a Dixie cup, but I knew it wasn't a Dixie cup. Oh, goodness, that's hilarious. Yeah, so I've never tried the Diva Cup. I can't give you my personal opinion. Maybe at some point I'll give it a good old try. But right now I just use tampons, and this is the brand that I recommend. Like I said, there's another brand out there, but this is the one that's really the most reputable brand. So yeah, ladies, order some Amazon straight up. It's a lot cheaper on Amazon because I remember when I lived in Houston, I used to get these at like Whole Foods or Sprouts or somewhere. And then when I realized I could just order them in bulk on Amazon, I mean, you're saving a whole lot of money. So that's great right there. I want to make sure that I say that. All right. Next, as far as, face washes and face wipes and stuff like that goes, I've shared this before in another video, but of course I have lash extensions. I wish these were my real lashes. I'm not that blessed, but yeah, these are lash extensions. So because of that, I don't wash my face all hardcore like all the time. If I did, I'd have a bunch of lashes falling out. So I do wash them, but I don't wash them all the time. So what I usually use is Burt's Bees. This is another really awesome company. I use Burt's Bees wipes, and this is actually the cucumber and sage, but they have a lot of different ones. They have these at Walmart. Of course, they have them on Amazon. They have them at almost all grocery stores now. Burt's Bees has gotten pretty big. They have them at like CVS, Walgreens, but I use these to clean my face with and like get really good, like, all my eye makeup and stuff like that, since I'm not always going to be washing my actual eyelashes. But Burt's Bees is really good. And you can also use coconut oil to wash your face, believe it or not. You actually can put some coconut oil on your skin, let it set on there for just a little bit, take you a wash rag, put it underneath some like really hot water, and then put the wash rag on your skin and hold it and kind of let all that, soak in there really nice and good. And then just wipe it off with the washcloth. And actually the coconut oil will take off of your makeup. It's very antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, etc. And it's really good for your skin. And I noticed that when I do the washing of my face with the coconut oil, or even just like after I use this on my face, I'll put the coconut oil on my face, and the next morning I wake up and my skin looks so nice and pretty, and like it just looks good, because there's so many qualities in coconut oil. Like, it's amazing. Of course, as you know, I talk about this a lot. I mean, you can eat it, you can put it on your body as lotion, you can put it in your hair, you can put it in your smoothies, you can give it to your dogs. I mean, there's a lot, like almost not anything that you can't do with coconut oil. So do some research if you choose. I get this at Walmart. I always talk about Walmart, guys, but Walmart really does have a whole lot of stuff, and it usually has a cheaper price. So what you're looking for, this is pure, unrefined, and cold pressed. That's some of the best coconut oil that you can get. But of course, there's other ones out there, but really just making sure that it's organic. That's kind of a big deal, as you know. Yeah, and you said your daughter likes the cup. I have a couple other people that have talked about it before and rave about it. I just have never tried it. Yeah, coconut oil is amazing. Yes, ladies, I agree. Okay, so that, and then one next thing, this is really cool. Okay, who has heard of Dr. Bronner's? Straight up, I love Dr. Bronner's. Give me some thumbs up and hearts if you've ever heard of this. This is Castile soap, and so this is like super duper concentrated, and I ordered this off Amazon as well. This may have been like, I choose to remember, maybe like, I want to say it could have been maybe $19, but this stuff goes a really long way. So it's totally worth it. So this is the almond flavor and it smells like super delicious. So I love the almond. My mom likes the peppermint. Of course, they have like the non-scented. They have all kinds. Yeah, Amy says I use that to make my laundry soap. Exactly. You can use this for laundry detergent. Michelle says I rubbed some coconut oil on my dogs for today. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we rub it on our dogs and we let them eat it. They love to like lick it off the spoon like they're getting a little treat. So I was going to say with the Dr. Bronner's, you can also make face wash with this. You know, if you put, it's really concentrated, so you just put a little bit in your hand and use that to wash your face. I actually use this in my shower or bath, whatnot. But it's really concentrated. It doesn't take a lot, a couple drops on a washcloth or something and clean your body really, really good. But this stuff is amazing. So I wanted to point out that you can wash your face with it. But I'm also going to add a link in the comments like Amy was talking about a second ago. There's so many uses for the Dr. Bronner's, like you kind of can't go wrong. This is kind of like another coconut oil type thing. And you can actually use this too to make the laundry detergent as well. So I'll put a link in the comments that has different uses for this. But like I said, I use it for body wash. You can also use this as shampoo. He has a special conditioner too that if you use his Castile soap for shampoo, that he recommends that you use this special conditioner. So you want to make sure you did that. I'll be honest, I've never used this as a shampoo, but it's out there and you can. And like I said, you'll require getting a specific conditioner because this stuff is so concentrated that if you don't, you will have like, I've read reviews about it, right? They'll say, I've heard people say that you'll have like a encapsulation kind of the hair and your hair just will not look great. And you almost are having a really hard time getting it all out of your hair was another thing that I read about it. And that's why he has the special conditioner that will support you in getting this out of your hair. Hey, what's up, Liz? Hey, Tawny. Thanks for tuning in, sisters. Michelle says, I never heard of it. Yeah, sister, check this out for sure. Donna says, all I use, they have it at HEB and College Station. Yeah, so they have this at like Village Foods, Brazos Natural Foods, of course, Whole Foods, Sprouts, all those places. Like I said, and they have it at grocery stores and stuff now too, but Amazon, I'm telling you, Amazon is the bomb. Amazon Prime too, right? Get that free 2-day shipping. So if you choose, you can get your tampons and your soap ordered all together, right? Get your good old stuff. Melissa says, sounds great. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, sister. Hey, Liz, how are you, beauty? Feel my love. So yeah, get yourself some Dr. Bronner's. Y'all, I just ordered this from Amazon the other day. This is like a brand new bottle, so it still has this little seal on it, but I was choosing to maybe try to smell it, but it's sealed up. I forgot. So anyway, yes, I just got this in the mail though, and I love it. So this will last for like a really long time. And what's even more cool about that too is you can use it as bubble baths. So if you have children that want to play in the bubble bath, stop using the toxic bubble baths. If you, my friend, like to relax and soak in the bathtub, I used to do this a long time ago with the stuff from like Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secrets. I was like laying in there like, ooh, this smells so good. No moss, no more. This stuff, like I said, is so concentrated. It will bubble up really good. So this would be perfect for your little beautiful children. Put them in this for the bubble bath. And I just made this the other day. This is a little plastic bottle that we had that had some soap in it. And I poured that toxic soap out here at my mom's house. It was Dial. So I poured the toxic soap out. I washed it out really, really good. And all you got to do is add, I'm telling you, it's maybe like 5 or 6 drops of this. It doesn't take much at all. And then fill it up with just water. And I don't really have a towel here, but I'm going to show you like how much foam this does. This foam's like hardcore. Watch this. Whoa. So you saw all the foam that just came out of there, and that was literally like only probably 4 or 5 drops of this concentrate and just straight water. So it's an easy way to make hand soap for every room in the house. You can have it in your kitchen sink. You can have it in all your bathrooms. But oh yeah, it smells wonderful. So that's a great easy way, and it's very cost effective because all the other soaps that you're potentially using that are, you know, in your house or whatever, they're toxic. So we require being educated on these things. Yeah, you're welcome, Michelle. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate y'all's support too. I love this. So anyhow, these little plastic bottles, guys, they have these on Amazon. It was like 4 of them for like $8 or something. So you can get plastic bottles. I saw them, like I said, on Amazon. And I'm pretty sure that when you go search for this right here, that you will actually see these plastic bottles at the bottom as like a recommended suggestion. You know how they do that. It's all marketing, but they have these plastic bottles. Like I said, this was an old Dial bottle. It had a little bit of soap left at the bottom, and I poured it out and I washed it real good, and I put this in there instead. So it really is important because, like I said, it only takes 12 seconds once it goes onto your skin for it to go into your bloodstream. So just imagine all the toxins that we're bombarded with. I mean, it's like by the time you get out of bed in the morning and all the stuff that you got going on, and just the stuff that's in the air, just the stuff that's in our water. I mean, we're already bombarded with toxins literally before we even get out of bed, because most of the time there's toxins coming out of the carpet, coming out of the paint on the walls, coming out of whatever laundry detergent you use, potentially coming out of your bedding. I mean, it really is. Like, I don't have an organic mattress. I don't have organic sheets. I don't have all that stuff. But trust me, whenever my finances will allow, I will have all of those things. Like, it is a priority to me to have all those things. Right now, I just do the best that I can with what I have. And most of the things that are most priority to me for sure is my food, my water, and the products and stuff that I'm using on my skin. And then once I take it further to some more levels, then I'll be getting, like an organic mattress and some of those other things. So, Amy, Amazon is the bomb. I agree. Do I think Amazon is as fresh? Yeah, Amazon's absolutely amazing. Yeah, completely. I mean, this stuff can't go bad anyway, so this is good to go. You don't have to worry about that. And I choose to know, maybe Donna Lynn, what you're referring to about as being as fresh, like pretty much anything that I order from Amazon is stuff that, it's not going to go bad anyway. It's not perishable was the word I was looking for. Michelle says, Alexa, order me this and that. Okay, I'm not sure what that means, sister. If Alexa's maybe on here, I choose to know. I don't know who Alexa is either. So hi, Alexa. And hey, Christina, thanks for tuning in, sister. So that was what I want to tell you guys about the hand soap. Like, people who have big houses or big families, or even if you do or you don't, seriously, like the Dr. Bronner's is the way to go. You can do so many different things with that. You can also do your laundry detergent. You can make your own laundry detergent with the Dr. Bronner. So like I said, after this video, I'll share a link in the bottom that has, information about some of the different things you can do with Dr. Bronner's, and it has the recipe of how to make the laundry detergent. So if you choose to make your own, that's cool. If not, this is another brand. This is another little bottle of hand soap that we have here at our house that was just under the sink. But Myers, this is a really great reputable brand as well, that you can use as, I know for sure they have deodorant. So this is another really good brand. I just wanted to show you that for the brand purposes. And let's see. Oh yeah, Dr. Bronner's also has a toothpaste. So a while back, at some point, I don't always choose to make my own toothpaste. Sometimes it's not the most convenient thing, especially when I was moving to Florida and all that kind of stuff I had going on. So Dr. Bronner's has a toothpaste as well, but I don't have any here to show you with, but you can definitely check that out. Let me see who's all going on here. Donna says, I'm really loving what you are saying. Amy, you do know your stuff. Okay, Amy, y'all are having a conversation back and forth. Okay, I gotcha. Oh, you're saying Mandy. Okay, well, hello, everybody, and everybody feel my love. Hey, Christina, and what's up, Selena, and hey, Andrew. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hey, Elizabeth Herrera. So feel my love, guys. Share this video on your timeline. Please. Share this video. Everybody, every human being walking this earth requires knowing this information. These products potentially can lead to cancer. If that doesn't scare you enough, right? Everybody has fear around that word cancer. But the thing is you require taking care of your health and your lifestyle now and preventing any kind of illness or dis-ease from disrupting your life. Like we all, I desire to live a long, long, healthy life. Like I desire to be here until at least 100 years old or more. I want to be like the female Jack LaLanne version. So anyone who shared the video, feel my love and appreciation, guys. Hey, Nikki Haney, how are you, beauty? Thank you so much for sharing my video. Also, I appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Lucas? Nora says, great info. Can we share when it's live? Yeah, right now, there should be a button on there, Michelle Baxter, that you can hit, and it literally will go right onto your timeline right now. So anyone who's scrolling through Facebook feed would see it, and they could potentially watch it. I'm serious. Whether you're watching this live right now or you're catching the replay, if there's anything that I've ever stressed about any of the videos I've ever talked about, it is about this. It's about these products that people are using on their skin. They're putting in their hair. They're brushing their teeth, whatever they're doing with it. We require having less toxins coming into the body and more toxins going out of the body. That's why the video that I did on Tuesday night was supporting you guys with tips on how to support your body in releasing toxins. I mean, this stuff really, really is a big deal. So, that's why I'm so passionate about it. There's no other reason. So let me see what else I wanted to talk about. So yeah, the Dr. Bronner's also has a toothpaste. I just want to throw that in there. Not everybody is choosing to make their own ingredients and stuff. So I just want to let y'all know. Okay, this is the next thing that's really cool. So as far as household cleaners, if you didn't know, white vinegar, just plain distilled white vinegar, is an amazing cleaner. You can use it for so many things. It's so cheap. You can get the big old gallon container of it, and it's so fun and easy, and it's so cheap. And no, it doesn't really smell the best, but it'd be better to have, you know, a non-toxic cleaner and you're breathing in something that maybe doesn't smell good than to be breathing in bleach or Ajax or Comet or any of those other things. That stuff goes straight to your brain. It's a neurotoxin. It literally kills brain cells. That's why I'm trying to tell you guys to share this information. Like, this stuff is detrimental to the human race. It's really, it can be scary, actually. And I appreciate y'all so much for sharing. I really, really do. Donna says, I spend the day at the dentist with my brother. Just going to the dentist office, I get headaches. Oh, yeah. Oh, I choose to know. That's a whole nother video, sister. Okay, so this right here, we actually bought this at Walmart a couple weeks ago or something, but it was over by like where the apple cider vinegar and stuff is. And this is a cool little company. Apparently, they got together, and it's just cleaning vinegar citrus mint scent. And what it really boils down to is this is just some water and some vinegar and some scent, right? So this bottle, we used it. I choose to remember the investment. It's not very much, but we used this to clean. And then when it was empty, we just refilled it with water and some white vinegar, some distilled vinegar. Like I said, you can buy them in gallon containers, very easy. And then we put a couple drops of essential oil. I actually put citrus. I don't have it out here with me, but I have a citrus one from Young Living, and I used it in here to scent it. So it doesn't smell as strong with the vinegar smell because you put the citrus in there. So you can get this at Walmart. And if you don't want to use this, that's fine. It doesn't matter. But get yourself some white vinegar. Get yourself some empty spray bottles. Save some old spray bottles, you know, however you choose to do it. But all you require doing is combining some white vinegar and some water. And if you choose to put some essential oils or something in there for smell, that's cool. If not, it doesn't matter. Like, the vinegar smell doesn't bother me, but that's a great household cleaner. You can use it for almost anything. Yeah, what's up, JQ? I appreciate you for tuning in. Donna says, I have been thinking about doing this for so long. Yeah, sister. So here you go. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear, right? I love that saying. So, once again, feel my love and appreciation for everybody who's on the video, and especially if you shared the video, because I literally can't stress it enough how important this stuff is. And let me just tell you, if you listen to the things that I'm saying and you feel overwhelmed, then it's okay. Take some deep breaths and let it be okay. And even if you don't go and just throw everything in the trash can right now and go to the store tomorrow and buy all new things, it's okay. What I do recommend that you do, in a way to make it a little bit maybe more less of an investment all at one time and all those kinds of things, is just as soon as you run out of something, instead of buying the toxic shit over again, buy the better option, right? So whatever it is, if you're using it and you run out of it, let's just say the soap that, you know, the hand soap in the bathroom, and you run out of it, then do the suggestions that I'm giving you, especially something like this. You cannot go wrong. Like I said, I think it was like $18 or $19 off Amazon. Like, this big old bottle, this stuff's so freaking concentrated. This bottle will last me probably for like another 4 or 5 or 6 months, depending on how often I make whatever I'm making and whatever I do with it. But like I said, if you don't, you know, want to go do it all at one time, I can completely understand. I know whenever I learned all this stuff at the end of 2012, I was very overwhelmed. I was very upset. I was just like, oh my gosh, why is this the case? Why does our government allow this? Why does the FDA approve all these things? There is stuff here in our products in the United States that is illegal in other countries. Seriously, do your research, okay? I can't say it in any other way besides your government does not care about your health, okay? And if you don't believe that, then I apologize, and potentially you should maybe spend a little bit of time doing a little bit more investigating and research on what's really going on in the world today. But they don't care about your health, okay? So that's why people like me and my other fellow brothers and sisters who are super passionate about sharing the health bombs and the truth bombs, we do all these things. And, you know, it can potentially be some sort of a liability, but we do all these things because we're passionate about supporting other people, because it's almost like when you learn something to the effect of, or to the degree of the things that I've learned, I mean, it's kind of hard for one not to be passionate. And, you know, I feel called to share this information. I wouldn't feel right if I knew all these things and I wasn't stepping out to share these gifts and things to the world. So, yeah, just feel my love and appreciation for sharing the video for number one. I really appreciate you, because it is a big deal. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk to you guys about, well, what I was going to say a second ago is when I found out about all this stuff, I was pretty upset, and I was like, oh my gosh. And yes, it is a little bit more of an investment. Maybe things are a couple more dollars, but I'm trying to share some stuff here with you to make it a little bit more fun and easy and a little bit more affordable. So if you can't go do it all at once, that's okay. Take some deep breaths. Let it be okay. Remember, those are our affirmations. And then just whenever you run out of something, then just get something else. Like the tampons, though, number one, ladies, if you have tampons and you're using the toxic ones, which chances are you are, throw that shit away and get these Nature Care. Order them off of Amazon, or do the Diva Cup or whatnot. But that would be number one. I wouldn't skimp on that. I don't care if you have the big super pack of Tampax, which I did when I found out about this. I had the big old one that you get from like Costco or Sam's that has all the different sizes of the different tampons and stuff. And I instantly, when I learned that, I threw it away and I ordered these. So some things you definitely don't want to wait on, okay? Certain things, if you choose potentially wait on, that's up to you. I'm going to let it be under your discretion. But once you run out, then just replace it with the good stuff, okay? Let me see what everybody's saying because it was going too fast. Nikki says, Mandy, love all you were saying and doing. Thanks. I'm glad to find this and can't wait to follow you on your site. Oh, you're so sweet, Nikki. I appreciate you, beauty. Yeah, my website's mandyfumble.com. It's above this video if you want to check that out. I appreciate you for tuning in. It's sad while the government ignores. Yes, I completely agree. Yeah, I completely agree. Like, I'm over here sweating, y'all, because I get so freaking passionate. It's almost like I choose to make it fun and easy and, like, not get upset or angry because, I mean, that's not good emotions or whatever. But that's what I'm saying. Like, share this video because people do not know this shit. Like, I didn't know this. So, anyway, next thing, moving right along. Shaving cream. So, ladies, think about this, or even men. Men, both of us, men and women. Whenever you shave, you are shaving and you are opening up pores on your skin. So just imagine how much more easier it is for this stuff to enter into your bloodstream when you're shaving, or even like say if you cut yourself. So this is the shaving cream that I use. The brand is called Kiss My Face, and it's like a really, it's like a thick sort of lotiony feel, I guess you'd say. The one that you're looking for too is this one, fragrance free, okay? Because remember how I was telling you guys a second ago, that app that I talked about at the very beginning, go back and watch this video if you choose, but it's by the Environmental Working Group, and it's called EWG Healthy Living. So get that app. But that's how I found out about this shaving cream, because I was trying to find the best shaving cream that was the least toxic, and this is it right here, or one of them, Kiss My Face. But you require getting the fragrance free, because even though this is like natural ingredients and it's one of the better products, some of theirs that have fragrance and stuff in them were higher rated on the scale of cancer causing, right? So this is the one that I use. This is actually the little travel friendly one, because when I moved to Florida, I was trying to minimize a lot of stuff. But yeah, you can order this too on Amazon Prime, of course, which is where I got it, or I've seen it at the stores. It's an investment, but it lasts a long time. And I choose to know, oh, okay, so you see this right here, like kind of how thick it is. So when you put it on, I mean, it only takes a tad and it goes a long way. It doesn't take much at all. So it's an investment, but it's well worth it. So that's the shaving cream. Now, as far as shampoo and conditioner, that's another thing. When you're washing your hair, I mean, you have all the pores and stuff there, and your scalp as well that can absorb all the chemicals. So this company is called Just Naturals, and it is phenomenal. It's actually made here in the U.S., and it's all natural, organic ingredients, handmade, fresh, no chemicals. They have a bunch of different things. They have stuff for psoriasis, hair loss, hair growth. They have so many different ones. This is just regular hair care leave-in conditioner, but I just brought this out because I don't want to bring everything from the bathroom. But the brand's called Just Naturals, and I'm pretty sure the website's called justnaturals.com, and I know they also sell it on Amazon. I've seen it on Amazon, but I always order from their website because I just feel more comfortable and confident that it's like the real deal and it's good quality. But it's an investment. Like a lot of times I'll spend about $100 on my shampoo and conditioner with the shampoo and conditioner plus the shipping and handling. I mean, it could be anywhere from like 75 to 80, depending on if I order anything more specific, like this leave-in conditioner was something that I added into the order. But it lasts a long time. It's really thick and it's made with great ingredients. So like the shampoo, I mean, it literally takes like a dime size, and you put that on, you put a little water with it, and you wash your hair and stuff really good. And it what's the word, like foams up and stuff really well. So it doesn't take a lot. So Just Naturals is the brand. If you don't want to order from that company, I'm just sharing with you guys like what I do. But if that doesn't work for you, then you can always just make sure that you're getting products that have like no parabens, no added chemicals and dyes and things like that. I mean, chances are if you live near like a Whole Foods or a Sprouts, or if you go to Brazos Natural Foods or Village Foods or something, that you can look at all the products that they have and you can find you something that's good and reputable. Yeah, I love their products too, Amy, actually, I really do. Elizabeth says, I need a good shampoo. I need to invest in a good shampoo. Yeah, absolutely. That's important. Michelle Baxter says, you've heard of that too. Michelle, my daughter. Okay, awesome, ladies. So I wanted to make sure I shared about the shampoo and the conditioner. And the other thing I want to mention too is Our tap water, unfortunately, okay, so first let me back up. We're fortunate to live here in America and have sewer systems and have clean water, okay? We're fortunate for that. But unfortunately, there still are toxic residues in our tap water. So if you're taking baths at night and you're soaking in the bathtub, or even when you're taking a shower, you're still soaking some of those toxins in through your skin. So it's really important to get a shower filter. And if you take a bath, they have these little bath balls that can hang. I just thought of this just now. I didn't bring all this stuff out. I just thought of this as I'm talking about the shampoo and conditioner, but they have these little bath balls. It's like this little circle thing. It looks like almost like a little bucket, and you put it on the faucet and the water runs through the little bucket because there's a little filter and it comes out the bottom. So it essentially filters the tap water while you fill up the bath. So if you have children that you put in the bath and you let them play with their toys and stuff, they're sitting in there soaking in toxins. And if you do some research on our water supply, of course, there's fluoride, as we know, which is horrible for us. It should have never been put in the water supply to begin with. And that's a whole nother story. Go do some research on that. And once again, I'm talking about our government and all that kind of good stuff. But there's fluoride in the water. There's chlorine in the water. There's residues and wash-offs of like antidepressants was one of them. Like all kinds of stuff, guys. It's really not cool. So potentially investing in a shower filter and then like a bath ball filter would be ideal. And if you also, like if you take Epsom salt baths, I talk about this on the other videos, but adding a little bit of baking soda in there too will help alkalize the water and potentially alkalize any of those chemicals and stuff that's in the water. So another thing too is you can put a little bit of bentonite clay. I didn't bring that out here, but bentonite clay, it is clay, and you can order that as well. And you can put a little bit of bentonite clay in your bath water, and that will also support you in soaking up, or it will support soaking up the toxins in the water so that you don't absorb that. So I choose to know if this was maybe way too much overload information, and I trust that you have a pen and piece of paper and you're writing this stuff down, and you can always go back and watch this live video. But a long time ago when I learned all this stuff, I thought, holy cow, like I love taking bubble baths in my Victoria's Secrets or my Bath and Body Works. And then when I learned everything that I know now, I was like, okay, I'm getting rid of obviously those toxic products that I'm soaking in and putting on my skin, and the sprays and the lotions and all that. And I'm paying close attention to what I'm putting in my bath water when I soak, and a shower filter and all that. So that's a really big deal. All right, next, I want to talk about, this is also, too, another little thing by Dr. Bronner's. I bought this at, I think it was Whole Foods when I lived in Houston. I choose to know. Or maybe I bought this when I moved here in Bryan College Station. Like, Brazos Natural Foods and Village Foods does have quite a bit of stuff. But anyway, this is like lavender organic hand sanitizer. So, you know, depending on where you're at, you may not choose to wash your hands somewhere. It may be filthy if you're in like public bathrooms or something. And I'm not a really big proponent of hand sanitizers, because that's not a good idea that we go around sanitizing and killing everything, because we require having, I guess you would say, our exposure to bacteria and stuff. So way too much of the sanitizing can be a bad thing. But occasionally, that's why I still have it. I mean, there's a little bit in here, but I've had this for probably like over a year now. But this is also Dr. Bronner's. Of course, it's certified organic. But anyway, it's almost empty. And I want to share with you, because when it gets empty, one of the things that I'm going to use this little empty bottle for, like sometimes I'll spray this on. So all this is alcohol, water, organic glycerin, and lavender oil. So sometimes straight up, like I'll just spray it on my body like a body spray, like a perfume, because I don't wear any of that stuff anymore. But sometimes I'll spray it on my body and it just smells like lavender. So one of the other things you can do is you can get you a bottle that's like this, a little spray bottle, and you can put water, a little bit of alcohol, and then some essential oils, and you have an air freshener, right? A poopy spray or anything. I mean, you could put it in your bathroom, you could put it in your kitchen, but this would be a great air freshener. Most air fresheners are super freaking toxic, and people go spraying that stuff and smells so good. I mean, I remember when I was a kid that we used to do that. And so that would be a great way to have an air freshener for you. And another thing too that's really toxic is candles and like those Glade plug-ins, and stuff that people plug into the wall to like smell the house. Goodness gracious. So just be careful, because if you're smelling it, it is going into your body and into your brain. Okay, so get you some little bitty empty bottles like this. You can make your own air freshener. You can also make your own perfume. Like I said, you could literally just put water and a tad bit of alcohol. You don't even really have to put the alcohol, but for the air freshener you may want to, but you would just do like the water and maybe a couple of drops of the essential oil and shake it up, and you can spray it on you like as a perfume. Or you can always just use your essential oils like lavender. I do that a lot, like dab it behind my ears, put a little bit here on my forehead and like behind my neck. I mean, obviously there's way more benefits than just the scent. Lavender is very calming. So I wanted to be sure and share that info about like the air fresheners and stuff. And then last but not least would be something like lotion. So we all love lotion, especially us ladies, especially right when you get out of the shower. And one of the easiest ways to do so would be using coconut oil. And you can actually go ahead and put some of this coconut oil into like another container and then potentially put your essential oils like lavender or whatever you choose and stir it up really, really good and then put it in your bathroom. And when you're getting out of the shower, when you're ready for your lotion, you just dip your hand in there since it is solid at room temperature. So you just dip your hand in there, you know, rub your hands together. By your hands, you know, the heat from your hands, the oil kind of starts to melt and then just put it all over your body. So I choose to make that fun and easy, and that's usually what I do. But there's also a brand that my mom and I, when Village Foods was going out of business in the big location and they moved to the smaller location, they had that humongous sale. So we went there and we looked at some different things, and this is called Nubian Heritage. This is like a really good quality brand, and this is actually made with like goat's milk and chai, and it smells amazing. But I just want to make sure I share the brand. It's called Nubian Heritage, Nubian. Yeah, Nubian Heritage. And they have a lot of really, really good smelling lotions. So maybe you are over the coconut oil, or you don't like coconut oil, or potentially you're allergic to coconut oil, or maybe you just want to have it just because it smells really, really great and it's super thick. It feels amazing. Or potentially giving it as a gift or something to someone. So this is a great one. Nubian Heritage. Okay, so does anyone have any questions? This would be a great time for you to ask any questions. And I want to remind you guys, I will be posting links below this video after the video is over about the deodorant. My friend, her name is Tiffany Blair. If you're interested in her deodorant, it's called Desert Rose Cosmetics. Yes. And she is willing to give all my followers a special price. So if you're interested, just be sure, I'm going to put her name in the comments below. You can just click on her name and then send her a private Facebook message. And like I said, she is willing to give all of my followers, or anyone who mentions Mandy Fonville, mentions this video, she is willing to give you guys a special price. So I'm going to put that on there. I'm also going to put in the links, I'm going to put the article about the Dr. Bronner's and the different things that you can do for Dr. Bronner's, or the different things you can use the Dr. Bronner's for. And then I choose to remember what else I said I was going to put in the link, but I'll figure that out once I finish the video. Let's see. Do you use water with a certain out? Okay, so as far as water goes, Amberlock, I get that question a lot. So let me tell you my take on the water. I've heard a lot of different things. Okay, there's alkaline water. What is that other company? I've never used their water before. I would draw a blank. I'll think about it in a minute. But me personally, this is what I do. I use reverse osmosis water, and I have something called a vitalizer. It's there in the kitchen. It's a little pitcher, and you put the water in it, and then you turn it on, and it alkalizes. Well, it doesn't necessarily alkalize it, but it does take it to a level of alkalinity. And it spins it. It has a little basket in the bottom that's full of rocks. So it spins it. It restructures the water molecules, and it makes it a little bit more alkaline. And of course, it adds minerals to the water, and it allows your cells to uptake the water more readily available. So before I started using that and doing that, I could tell that I was dealing with a little bit of dehydration issues, even when I was drinking a ton of freaking water. And I drink almost a gallon of water a day. Plus I drink juices and smoothies and everything on top of that. But that's an investment. That machine was probably like $450. So like I said, this has been my lifestyle for like 4 years. So as I keep going, you know, I'll invest in more and more things. And of course, most of the things that are of higher quality, that's really, really great for our health. You know, they potentially are a little bit more of an investment. So I do that, and then occasionally I'll drink distilled water, because distilled water, think of it as like a blank disc, you know, like old school disc for a computer or blank CD. But distilled water is actually comparable to like a blank disc. And what that does is it pulls all the impurities out of the body. But unfortunately, it also will pull out the good stuff. It'll pull out your other minerals. And if you're already dealing with health challenges and you're not taking care of yourself very well, and you're not very mineralized, right? And then you're doing distilled water on top of that, that's recipe for disaster. So I do have one of my coaches that recommends that you do at least 50% of your water daily distilled, and then the rest of your water could potentially be however you choose, whether it's alkaline, or if it's just spring water, or if it's just reverse osmosis water, etc. But Like I said, I will do distilled water every once in a while. I may drink it for like a week or two just as sort of like a way of like cleansing or detoxing my body. But on an everyday basis, I use reverse osmosis water in my Vitalizer that spins it, restructures the water molecules. If you didn't watch my video a while back where I talked about your thoughts and how toxic thoughts can be, and in the comments, I put a link to Dr. Emoto. He's a Japanese scientist and he did a lot of research on water molecules where he took pictures with these really, really expensive cameras that took pictures of the water molecules. He took a picture of the water molecule and then he praised the water molecule. He told it all good, sweet, loving things. And he also put like labels and stuff like love and appreciation and gratitude and stuff like that and joy. And then he went back and then he did another one what was like the opposite, right? It was anger and it was very demeaning things that he did. And he took pictures of both of them and it literally showed the difference in the water molecules. The one that got the love, the joy, and all the good stuff had this beautiful, it looked sort of like a snowflake, and we all know what a snowflake looks like. And then the ones that didn't, like it was the negative stuff, they were all distorted. Like you could see the difference in the molecule. So the point of me bringing that up is that your thoughts are so powerful and that we're about 65 to 75% water. And so if you're thinking negative thoughts, just imagine the fluid in your body, your interstitial fluid that your cells are being bathed in. Okay. And then think about the water in your body. Just think about how your negative thinking affects those, okay? And there's even research out there that talks about how getting angry and having negative thoughts suppresses your immune system. So there's so much more that goes into this. That's why if you have watched any of my live videos ever, you know that I'm super passionate about consciousness and I preach so much about how important it is that we require taking every thought captive, literally like moment to moment to moment. I mean, I'm only human and I get it. You know, we still sometimes will have the negative, chatter, the mind chatter and the voices, but the better, or let's just say the more work that you do mentally and the more you get into the habit of taking those negative thoughts and turning them around into something positive, like almost instantaneously. And then just having gratitude and joy and appreciation, even when you're going through tough times, trials and triumphs, remembering that it's all for your greater good or your greatest expansion. Then it's sometimes a little bit easier to deal with. So the more mind work that you do, the more diligent you become with your thinking, then the less mind chatter, monkey mind, negative thoughts, negative voices and stuff will be there. Okay. So we require doing work with our mind just as we do with our physical body and of course our emotions. So it's all tied in together. That's why it's called mind, body, spirit. So some of the great ways to do those things is like get in touch with your creator, start a spiritual practice, whether prayer, meditation, both, whatever works for you. Get out in nature, do some grounding, like get some sunshine. Like remember what we're all here for. We're not here to like wake up in the morning, rush to work, sit under fluorescent lights at a computer, hunched over, stressed out, pissed off, dealing with everybody who's pissed off, and then, potentially not getting enough good sleep at night, putting horrible food into your body, not putting quality water into your body. Like there's so many things of why people are sick and obese and cancer and diabetes and all these things is because of this types of scenario. That's why I'm a big proponent of the holistic lifestyle where we're not looking at just one separate component. We're looking at everything as one because everything is it's all connected, right? Everything is connected and it's all one. So to answer the question about the water, that's what works for me. Do your research and decide what works best for you. But if you decide to go the distilled water route, I really wouldn't do it more than like 7 days if you choose to use it as a way to detox and pull toxins and stuff out of your body. In fact, back in 2013, when I first learned all these things that I'm kind of talking to you about now, I did try to do some distilled water to be sort of like a cleanse or whatever, and I felt horrible. And literally within probably like a couple of hours of drinking some distilled water, like I think I'd had maybe like a half a gallon by that time, and I just remember having like a horrible headache, and I was so tired and exhausted, and I felt lethargic, and I was like, holy cow. But of course, I was way toxic back then. I mean, this has been my lifestyle. It's been 4 years strong now, 2013, 14, 15, 16. Here we are in 2017. I'm going on my 5th year of doing all of these things that I'm sharing with you guys. And, there's potentially a level of toxicity there that once you start opening up the floodgates of the toxins that you wouldn't feel very well. So it may not be a good idea to do distilled water. Use your own discretion. But like I said, I do have one coach and he recommends that you do your regular water and then 50% of the distilled water. I don't personally agree with that. And I don't necessarily do 50% distilled water every single day. Like I said, on occasion, I follow my inspiration. And when I feel like, I'm going to try some distilled water, then I'll do it for like 1 or 2 weeks. And then I go back to my other. So that's what I do. Some other options would be, of course, spring water. Like here in Bryan College Station, there's Lampos. We actually get it delivered here to our house. So sometimes I'll drink spring water, like out of the little thing that we have that gets delivered. And then the other option, of course, is like alkaline water. Now, what I don't agree with is bottled water in the store, unless you're buying like glass bottled water. That I choose to even remember the brands right now because I don't typically buy it. But Voss is a really, really good one. Of course, it's an investment in their little glass bottles. So what would be ideal for you is that if you took your money and you purchase something that could be like, for instance, sitting on your countertop, like the Brita filters and the Pure and some of those other ones, like they're a little bit better than going and buying like Ozarka or Dasani or something like that, but they still are not removing everything. So Big Berkey is the name of a company that I have the little canister. It's here at my mom's out in the garage, but it's a stainless steel canister. They have different sizes. I bought the one that was for like 2 gallons. And it's a little canister and it stacks on top of each other. And then you have the canister on top that you fill with tap water, and it has 2 big, well, depending on how many filters you purchase, I purchased 2 big carbon block filters. And so everything gets filtered out. And apparently with the carbon block filters, it leaves the minerals of the water. So that's what I used for a couple years, like maybe 2 years I did that. And I still have the canister. Of course, the filters, threw them away a long time ago because I required purchasing new ones. And then I found what I'm doing now, which is with the Vitalizer, and it's phenomenal. So the Vitalizer with the molecules and the different structures, like the Dr. Emoto and the pictures and stuff that he took, there's actually, with the Vitalizer, it comes with pictures of a water molecule before it was spent in the Vitalizer and then after, and you can see the differences in it. And it shows you also a picture of people. It shows you a picture of like blood, like on a slide, and how all the blood cells were like clumped together and stuff. And then after someone's drinking this water that's been spent in the Vitalizer for however long that takes, the cells start separating and moving around like the way that they should. They shouldn't really be stagnant. So it's good stuff. So go back and catch that video I choose. It could have been maybe on Monday or maybe one day last week that I did it. But in the comments, it has Dr. Emoto, the research about the water. Or just go to Google and type in Dr. Emoto water, like it will come up. So it will show you the different water molecules, and that will, for one, ensure you that we require being in control of our thoughts almost 150% of the time. I mean, really moment to moment being conscious of everything. And also the quality of water that we put into our the quality of water that we put into our body and how crucial that is. So I don't recommend Dasani or Nestle or what are those other ones? You know what I'm saying? Ozarka, all those, because a lot of times too, those are all in plastic bottles, and you got to think that those got made somewhere in a plant, and they were put on an 18-wheeler, and it's hot as hell, especially here in Texas. And that BPA, which is a chemical that's found in plastic, that's actually an endocrine disruptor. It mimics estrogen. That's a lot. The BPA is also responsible for a lot of estrogen-based cancers, especially breast cancers and things like that. So of course, us women require being very aware. But that BPA chemical leaches into the water, and then you're chugging it, and so you're essentially drinking chemicals straight into your body. That's the same thing with like organic produce. I have people sometimes that argue about, oh, it don't matter if it's organic or not. And I used to be that same dummy, back in, before I learned all this, began in 2013. Into 2012, and I used to be, like, oh, it's too expensive and whatever. I had all these stories around it, but when I really learned what I know now, no, I'm not going to eat it if it's not organic. I mean, occasionally, yeah, but chances are, like, if it's up to me, I'm going to be going to the store and I'm going to be purchasing organic or at the local market or wherever. So whether it's local or it's organic, these things really are key. And that's why I don't eat out a whole lot. Like in Houston, you have restaurants on every corner, and they have organic, they have local, and like you feel confident. But here in Bryan College Station, that's not necessarily the norm. There's a couple places, and then occasionally, like, I'll eat out and I'll know that, of course, it's not organic, but I let it be okay. But for the most part, we require being responsible for at least probably, I would say, 97, 98, 99% of the time of what goes into our body to be 100% top notch. And then you have a little bit of leeway in the other areas, right? I mean, like, if let's just say, go eat at a restaurant and it doesn't, they don't have like local organic, and I know that I'm going there or whatever, like I'm going to let it be okay and I'm going to enjoy myself. But for the most part, we require being responsible with that. And the reason I was even saying that is because if you're juicing, if you have a juicer and you're juicing, or if you're doing smoothies and you're using produce and stuff that isn't organic, I mean, potentially you're making this juice to support your body in health and in healing and detoxing and cleansing and all the nutrition and stuff that you can get from that. But you're also just putting chemicals in your body. So you're really not doing yourself any good. So we require taking in less toxins and releasing more toxins because we live in a toxic world, and toxicity and deficiencies is the number one thing that is the root of the illness, right? Being toxic and then having deficiencies with vitamins, minerals, and amino acids, all the crucial things that we require for our cells and for our bodies to function properly. So it really is important to take note on all that. So I trust that answered your question, Amber Lock, on the water. I mean, I could go on all day. The water machine, I can send you a link about it later, Amy. I actually have an affiliate with them. It's called, hey, Jennifer Gancher, thanks for tuning in, sister. So I have an affiliate link. It's called a Vitalizer. And I think I've had one person that have actually ordered it through my affiliate link. But either way, I mean, I got it just in case. But it's called a Vitalizer. And let's see, Jessica, oh my goodness, my coworker created glass bottles based off that study, coined it Monkey Mind. Yeah, I don't know about Fiji 100%. It's still in plastic. You know what I'm saying, Michelle Baxter? It's still in plastic. Evermore water is the Tower Point HEB, and I've seen it at Kroger in plastic bottles, but it's alkaline. See, that's the other thing. I mean, if it's in plastic and it says BPA free, then chances are that it's okay, but make sure that it says BPA free. Like this water jug that I get from Walmart, it's BPA free. And like I said, I either use the spring water here that we get delivered from Lampos, or I use the water that I have that I just got done giving a whole long elaborate explanation of. But yeah, we just require being careful because it doesn't matter if the quality of water is alkaline and it's good water, but it's put in a bottle that has BPA, chances are, well, for sure, that BPA is in the water. So we require being aware, potentially doing some research online. It's really easy, guys. Thank God for technology and Google. All you got to do is type in these things and search, you know, get some good information out there. When you stop buying all the shit, processed foods, spending the money on organic produce foods really equals out. Yeah, I completely agree. It's so worth it. And it's so fun and easy. And once you run out of something and you start making it a habit to buy the good stuff, even if it is a couple more dollars, you're really going to get in the habit of that. And then it's just going to be, without a doubt, no question at all. And because of the fact that I'm sharing all this knowledge with you guys and talking about all this stuff, I mean, this really should open up room for like some awareness of like, okay, there's probably a reason why, and I'm probably going to look into this and take it a little bit more seriously. Do you filter your bath water? Yes, I do, Mandy Howell. Yes, BPA free, Leah Embry, whole body wellness from the inside out. Yes, absolutely. That's what we require, taking note of for sure, from the inside out, 100. So, woo! Film 11 appreciation for all you guys. I want to mention too really quick, my new website, www.mandyfoma.com. The link is above this video. You can click on that link, go to my website. I'm starting a challenge this coming Monday. It's Get Fit and Lean for 2017 Transformation Challenge. It is my 21-day transformation challenge along with a self-empowerment mindset series that's going to be amazing. It's a self-empowerment series that's going to ensure that you stay on track with your goals for 2017. It doesn't matter what they are. It's going to support you in your goals in every area of your life, not just fitness and nutrition, but everywhere else. It's going to get you really lined out for like spiritual practice, meditation, different things. It's going to be really phenomenal. So I'm excited about it. So you can go to my website and see that. I also have something on there called a 3-day reset. So maybe you're not choosing to do the challenge or invest in that, but I have a 3-day reset on there. It has a 3-day meal plan. It's a great way for anybody to get started in eating healthy, like the gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, etc. It's a 3-day plan with recipes. Most of the meals come with 2 different options. There's 2 different shopping lists, like option 1, option 2 shopping list. What else is there? There's a fat loss tracker. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, right, for the investment. And it's well worth it. So that's at my website. And I also yesterday posted a video on my personal page of me in a yellow shirt where I'm talking about a contest. And so I'm talking in the video. And the way to enter the contest is to share that video onto your timeline. And then you're going to type above that why I should pick you to get a free spot in my challenge that starts on Monday. So that's a really easy way to take advantage of potentially winning a free spot in the challenge. If you guys are interested in that, just go to my timeline, share that video. And I'm pretty sure that's all I really had to share. Does anybody else have any other questions about anything? Because of course I could go on like all day. But I'm going to put, all the info in the links like I was just saying a second ago to support y'all a little bit better. And if you have any questions about anything, you can always comment on this thread, whether you're watching it live or watching the replay, and I'll still get the notifications. And as always, you can feel free to send me a private Facebook message as well, and I'll see how I can support you if you have any potential questions about anything. So, Film 11 appreciation for you guys. I know that was a lot. Like, I have all this stuff sitting around me, and there's still so many more things that I could potentially cover, but I was just, kind of choosing to share some of like the really big time main things and just really spread the awareness, because I know, like I said, that there was a point in my life when I didn't know about all this stuff. I had no clue, and I faced a health challenge that bing, it woke me up, shook me up, opened my eyes, and that's when my life completely changed and turned around for even better than it already was, right? And now I'm even more super passionate just to share that with other people because I see how it's really transformed my life. So feel my love and appreciation for all you guys. You're welcome, Nikki, Adrian, and Amy. Thank you guys all. You're welcome, Leah. Thank y'all so much for being on here. Please, ladies, feel my love. Get these tampons or the Diva Cup or whatever. But as far as tampons go or pads, even pads, they make pads. This is the brand right here. I've done research. This is a good one right here. I can't stress it enough. Whatever you got right now, throw it away. I don't give a shit how much it costs. Throw it away. It's not worth it. It's not worth your health. So this right here, and then potentially, if you want to go back and check out the Dr. Emoto or Google that about the water molecules, that's also a big one because it talks about, or it basically is proven to you how we require getting our thinking in order. It's such a big deal. A lot of times illness and dis-ease in the body, it has more to do with the emotional component of whatever a person is experiencing than it has to do with other things because we actually break down energetically and emotionally before we do physically. So once I learned that little nugget of truth, that is another thing that changed my life big time. So those are some really big things that have been some major takeaways in my life. So feel my love and appreciation for all you guys who are on the live video, and thank you so much for sharing the video. And if you're tuning into the replay, thank you for watching, and please share this video to your timeline as well. And if you choose to connect with me, just feel free to reach out by Facebook Messenger, commenting here, or my website, which is above this video, mandyfonville.com. Bye guys, have an amazing night. Chat with you soon.